Welcome back, disc golf fans. Here we are at the back nine coverage of the final round of the 2021 Utah Open, presented by Innova Champion Discs. Brian Earhart coming back at you one more time with my co-host Holly Finley. It has been an absolute treat commentating with you this week, and we have gotten to watch some awesome disc golf highlights so far.
You said it, very creative shots out here at the Fort Disc Golf Course. I'm so excited to see how these ladies attack this strategic course. It's very challenging. Each hole is an individual challenge, and sometimes par feels like a birdie. Paige kind of looks like she's pulling away at -10, and the next closest player, Katrina Allen, at -4. Valerie Mandujano on our lead card, followed by Lisa Fajkus.
And we are going to move into hole number 10 on this really challenging back nine. 598 feet, you're throwing a power shot as far and as straight as you can, trying to land on this path ideally. And then we have the triple mando. You have to make a decision, hit the gap, or you're out of bounds going to a drop zone. This is a risk-reward hole in every sense of the phrase.
And also there is out of bounds water right off the tee, which you can't really see because of the tall weeds. Katrina mashes one out there. Well, that is a great shot.
It's exactly where you want to be. Hyzer flip to flat, pushes right a little bit. That is the golf shot. Wow, following suit, Valerie. It's fading out left a little bit more. It's kind of this one spot on a decent drive that you don't want to be.
Yeah, that's true. But as long as she can just pitch anywhere to the drop zone, could probably save par from there. Paige putting a move on it.
That one's also coming out a little early, but she gets in front of that section. Nice compact run up from Lisa. Yeah. And it looks like, I remember she did play this for par in the previous round she played here. See if she sticks to her game plan. I believe she is.
A little long, but she should be able to shape that into the green and have a par putt. Now this is an interesting spot to be in. As long as you're not trying to get into the triple mando, I'd say that's a fairly easy pitch up. That's really well executed from Valerie. Haven't seen a lot of sidearms from her. That was cool.
And you best believe she's going for birdie on this one. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Looked like a mid-range out of her hand. Just a huge drive. And even after that, we're finally at Paige's drive. And that is a zone, I believe she's throwing. Oh. That's going to be out of bounds for Paige. She sawed that one off early. Oh, okay.
Well, that's creative.
I was not expecting that. She put herself to circle 2, though.
Yeah.
It's a pretty textbook up and down from Valerie. And here's Paige after missing the mandatory. This is from the drop zone for par.
Pulled it a little right, but she was running it, that's for sure. You could hear a little frustration out of Lisa. As soon as she let go of it, she knew that it was not going in. Oh.
No.
That's okay.
Couple of great shots, and she has a stress-free par.
A lot of times when Kat makes mistakes like that, you can see her. Good putt from Valerie. You can see Kat shrug her shoulders as if, you know, it's no big deal. I'm just going to drop it in and move on to the next one. I really like that about her. It's going to be a bogey from Paige due to the errant upshot.
And that's going to be another stroke taken back from Kat. She is making a push right now. And I know we started this back nine with Paige having a decent lead, but we don't know what's going to happen on this back section of the course being so wooded. big numbers can come seemingly out of nowhere.
Yeah, a couple of par 4s coming up, really tricky greens to access. Here on hole 11 at 484 feet, there's a couple of different ways you can play this hole. Since we have some big distance throwers on this card, they might go up and over the canopy and try to crash into the green.
And Kat goes high again. We saw her get into a lot of trouble in round 2. And I'm wondering if she's just conceding the par and maybe just trying to get up there as far as she can. I went up there to actually see in person if that gap is available, and I didn't look like there was a lot. You wonder if they're just trying to play Plinko up there and sneak something through, but it's an easy way of clearing a lot of ground.
Yeah, I myself, like you said, I went there and stood right under the canopy in many different areas just to see what type of availability might be there in the hole in the sky, and I realized that is not the play for me. The way Lisa is playing this is kind of a more traditional route. Just go up the gut and then try to pitch into the green and get your 3.
Oh, hit some early branches, and that is not going to be a nice spot for Valerie.
Yeah, that was a good play from Lisa.
Yeah, this is one of those holes where you kind of bet against the field and you say, you know, how many players are really going to birdie it and how are they even going to birdie it? I'm going to play for par.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, Valerie! Well, she didn't slow down from those long putts, did she, with a Gatekeeper rewind?
I think we have about 200 feet plus
Boom.
worth of putts so far from Valerie. She is on fire from circle 2. And look at the line she had to hit to put the disc in the basket. That is an incredible par save.
Love the smile on her face, too.
Paige is going to take a par as well. This averaged a 3.45. I don't think there were a lot of birdies on this one. And you are taking strokes in the field by just tapping in a simple par. And as a tournament player, that's the beauty of UDisc, being able to analyze the course, you know, via course design and say, is this worth going for?
If I need to get up and down in a pressure situation, I'm grabbing the AVR X3 every time. When you can connect the visualization of the shot that you're trying to throw with the feel of the disc in your hand, that's really when magic happens. I can trust throwing the disc as hard as I want or as soft as I want to do exactly what it's supposed to do. Like the AVR is the best putter of all time, the AVR X3 just might be the best approach disc of all time.
And we have hole number 12. It says 510 feet. That is from the gold. The women are actually playing a shorter tee pad, about 400 to 415. It is a snaky, short par 4.
A lot of the players taking the smart route, opting for a putter or mid off the tee, just trying to keep it in the middle, landing near that dead tree that you see there in the middle, and then getting up to the green for a birdie look. I think this is actually a par 4.
Yeah, this is a par 4. And a 2 would absolutely be an eagle on this. It makes you move the disc left, but then again, straighten out at the very last second because that left side is dangerous. And I believe Paige, unfortunately, has found it. We'll see if she has a route to get up and down.
I think if you can sneak past that dead tree in the middle, that's a really, really good shot.
Yes. One of the tighter holes in the course in regards to sneaking your disc through. And Lisa, unfortunately, hits that dead tree. Let's see if she can get up and down.
I also love the green on this one because it's obstructed by some smaller trees, but there's still gaps. Many, many different gaps and routes to get to the basket.
Yeah, and Lisa's going to be right there. Circle 2. Okay. Let's see what she's got up her sleeve now. She might just throw it in with all the putts she's been hitting.
I mean, you never know with this girl. Wow, that had some speed on it.
I think it ended up being all right. Paige going zone as well, and that is money. That's going to be a 3 for Paige.
A little bit lower than Kat wanted, but there is a nice open gap on the right side where you can hyzer in next to that wall that you see. She'll have a putt from there. And as I mentioned, all those little trees around the green, you might be 100 feet away, but it doesn't mean it's easy to get to the basket.
Ooh, little spin putt from Kat. Hopefully that sat. There is water behind the basket.
This hole's showing a little bit of teeth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is a hole where you're probably going to throw a trick shot if you're not in the perfect position. Got to be creative out here. Here's Valerie for another circle 2 putt through a framed gap.
Nice one. That was a good demonstration of, even though it's a short putt, it really pays off to take your time, set up, and go through your routine. Oh, that was creative.
Yeah. Nice little putt there from Lisa.
Lisa's such a fast player. She just doesn't take any time for anything. And not in a bad way. It's just she knows what she's going to throw. She already knows her next shot, and she walks up and she executes swiftly.
Yeah, I think it really depends on what kind of player you are in regards to that strategy. We move into hole number 13. Holly, what are you thinking about this hole?
I love this hole. If you want to be creative, you can go the straight gap. If you want to try something a little bit more statistically probable, you're going to do what Paige just did. A sidearm hopefully can skip into the green, or you can throw up and over this horizontal branch.
Kat's going the same kind of line she threw yesterday and puts herself to a decent spot. She made a huge putt on this elevated basket in round 2.
A lot of the players just opt to pitch to the left side of the fairway where Lisa landed, pitch up to the basket, and take a drop-in 3. Ooh, Valerie's taking the up and over.
And you have to put a little anhyzer with how high you're throwing the disc. Otherwise, it is going to crash out left. That stall angle is so interesting to control.
We did see Kat hit a long putt on this basket on an earlier round. Let's see if she can do it again. Oh no, it might be in the water.
Low left.
That's the risk. That is the risk of going for this elevated putt with the water behind. And it's one of those strategic choices you make.
Yes!
Nice, Lisa. Let's go.
And that is a nice strategic choice from Lisa to run the putt.
Especially after you see the competitor in front of you dunk it in the drink. A lot of times it can intimidate you and you might change your game plan. Ooh, it's low, but it snuck over the edge.
It's another birdie for Paige. She finally gets to 11 under. A couple birdies in a row.
Ooh, that was a fast one. Nice solid putt from Kat on the elevated basket. As the ladies head over to hole 14, Valerie putts out here. She makes it look easy. Taking a walk across the river to hole 14.
Hole number 14, low ceiling hyzer flip up, 652. Push your drive to this landing zone and then make a decision. Are you swinging your shot wide over the water, skipping to the basket, or are you going to cheat the corner and go over the tall reeds with all of the trees and OB water in the middle. You have to bite off a lot on this drive if you want to get the birdie. So let's see what Paige has here. I believe making a correction on round 1. This looks like a distance driver. She's throwing hard. Okay.
I mean, that'll work.
Yeah.
I don't know about if it'll work for an over the river shot, but it'll work for a par. Come on.
Come back.
And the reason you see the spotters over there is the river on the right side. So if you pull it a little too far right, could go OB. I like this
look
shot
at
from
that
Valerie.
line. Quick flip to flat. Just hit the canopy.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Been seeing Katrina throw the same disc at both courses all week.
Might have swung it a bit wide, but we did not get the out of bounds indicator. And a nice forehand from Lisa. That's great. That's a fantastic upshot.
Yeah, really well positioned.
So,
Just taking a little walk in the woods, just a little extra detour here. Paige impressed with Kat's sidearm, telling her great out.
full commitment to the shot. I really love watching Valerie's throw. Look at this.
Nice. So she's in great position just to pitch up to the green and take herself a simple par. This is a par 4.
And, ooh, Paige is behind. Paige is behind that tree. She's going to maybe have another patent pending unless she wants to go big turnover forehand.
This is a very unique shot.
Yeah, sneaks
Wow. That's impressive. I'm loving all these sidearms from everyone. That could have been a little higher, but she got lucky and snuck through a little gap, and now she's got a putt.
A great line from Lisa. Yeah, that's what you want to do here. And Paige right behind that tree.
Oh,
Big
that looks good.
hyzer. Okay.
I love the sound of the disc just chopping into the earth. Nice touch approach from Valerie.
This is for a great save. Yes! Katrina Allen just raining those circle 2 putts today. She has been making quite a few of those. And that's a really good up and down with the sidearm.
Good putt from Lisa. I absolutely love playing disc golf here at the fort. It's a beautiful wooded course, and you can hear all the birds chirping. The sun is shining, and what a great place to play disc golf. Good putt from Paige.
Yeah.
This was a fun hole to watch the lady scramble on.
Yeah, this is a really interesting hole. The fairway is so vast, so you see a bunch of different plays on this hole. Moving into 15, we have the V gap you have to hit unless you want to swing a safer hyzer wide. The birdie comes up this middle section, but you have to throw something faster than you think to get over some of these guardian logs that are on the ground. It's a low ceiling shot. This is a stalker from Paige.
I just love these two intimidating trees right off the tee. If you're not feeling accurate that day, or you're just not good at hitting gaps, maybe you're going to take the... I'm sorry, Katrina. Maybe you're going to take the wide right hyzer and just avoid throwing through those completely. Lisa laces it through the V. Skip up there. Get up there.
What a shot from
tasty.
Lisa.
Love it, love it.
This is a big up and down from Kat. Perfect.
Well, that was really good.
what a tight gap she had to hit there. This is Paige for a birdie after fading a little left. Ooh.
Ooh.
Just on the strong side.
Nice. What a great par save from Kat.
Just showing off the experience. Again, you know, you can only rehearse 18 holes out at any tournament you play. You know, 18 shots out of the 50 to 70 per round. The rest are all intuition and experience. A lot of times you're seeing a shot you've never thrown before, and Katrina being able to get up and down from that interesting position just shows how long she's been doing this.
Ladies tapping in as we head here to hole 16 at the Fort Disc Golf Course. What a view, what a shot. And guess what? It's an island. If you don't make the island, you proceed to the drop zone. Let's see if Paige is going to take the center route with her putter.
And that looks long, actually. Oh, and it's just not long enough to go in the water. Almost aces again. We saw her do something similar in round one. She has this shot dialed in.
I have been waiting to see this sidearm play from someone.
Yeah, it's wide open off to that left side. You'd rather come in more sideways than straight at it.
Lisa did opt for a backhand.
Sit down.
On the previous round, and she threw it long into the water. So she changed her game plan, didn't make the island. Valerie with the straight shot off the tee. That's looking good. Drop. Drop.
What a shot from Valerie.
Beautiful.
That is an XT Nova she's throwing. Such a straight flying putter.
A little bit more of a hyzer play from Kat.
It's got to get down.
Is it in? No,
Just
it is
leaks.
not. And that is the risk with the hyzer. As you saw, Valerie and Paige taking more of the straight route. And Lisa wasn't even going for the drop zone putt. She just pitched it up. Normally, you see Lisa go for things inside 60 feet, so maybe she just wasn't feeling it. Yes, yes.
Back-to-back days, back-to-back birdies for Paige. And going straight at it, too. That's some amazing depth perception to be able to just go straight at the basket downhill with OB front and back.
Trust yourself. Trust your disc. Look at Valerie. She hardly even has to putt. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I want on this hole. Just walk up, lean over, drop it in, take a bird. We're off to 17, folks.
Women are being featured in the magazine.
The women are out there, the pro women, so then it kind of motivates a lot of us amateurs to like go out there and not be afraid.
I would love to see more tournaments like this in the future for women's disc golf.
I want to see more women filling spots in a tournament than men. That'd be something to brag about.
Disc golf's legit and we're here to stay and we're gonna make names for ourselves.
Say yes to disc golf!
Hole number 17, dead straight, par 4. Throw something that flips up just a little bit and puts yourself into a position to get up and down in this basket that's guarded by some trees and this clubhouse off to the left side. This is kind of a playground hole. It's kind of a wide fairway. There's a lot of little pockets of trees. Pick your poison out here, and look at this hyzer flip from Paige. Slow drift to the right as it never leaves the hyzer angle.
It's in perfect position to attack the green for a bird. This is a par 4. Oh, that's a little early. Ugh.
Yeah, kind of really the only true misfire we've seen from Valerie this round.
You said it. It looks like
Look
Katrina
at this.
opted for a putter or mid off the tee just to keep it in the middle. I like that play.
That is picture perfect.
Get sneaky. Maybe a little bit. Ooh, I have never been over here before. See what Valerie can put together for us. That's unfortunate.
Steps up and throws a clean turnover.
That's a good recovery.
Oh, yeah.
And Lisa, as we've mentioned before, such a fast, quick player. She just steps up and executes. The camera guy almost misses her shot. You could hear Kat telling the disc to get through, get through.
And I wanted to mention this as Paige kind of saws off her approach shot. If you want to see a really cool hyzer shot, a really unique line with the hyzer, rewind and go watch Paige's drive on this hole again and watch the flight of the disc. It moves right mid-flight, but still never leaves the hyzer line. It's a really cool drifting shot that takes a lot of spin speed control. Just a really awesome display of control. Just want to highlight and give credit where it's due.
We hate to see it.
Right side for Paige, and still holding herself to a high standard. She knows that this tournament is all but over for her at this point, or all but over for the win at this point, but still wanting to make those short putts, especially going into the World Championships.
A little bit of teeth on this hole for Valerie as the ladies progress to the final hole of the final round of the Utah Open. Here we are, hole 18. Guess what? You get to throw across the water, and then you get a Mando. And you know what? I was mistaken on the previous round. I told you this fairway was 60 feet wide. It's not. It's only 30 to 40 feet wide. So it's a lot more slender than we expected. Let's see Paige smash one across the water.
Undertaker again from Paige.
Oh, she's getting way up there. I think anyone that gets near the road is pushing maximum elite distance.
And Kat. That is a phenomenal line.
On the road. On the road? I haven't even seen that yet.
That was huge.
Yeah, she's impressive. Lisa with a
Okay.
little bit of flex with it. Oh, stay. Oh, that's okay.
Okay.
Luckily.
Oh, no.
Wait. Out of over
She
there?
might have been too far right. There is OB off to the right side.
As if you watched yesterday's coverage of the fort, we did a little bit of explaining on hole 18. You can see that pole at the corner of the garden. That's a Mando, so you have to go to the left of it. That's why Valerie is just chipping up to get into position to attack the green.
And from the drop zone, it's still, like you said, scary. It's about 30 to 40 feet wide.
Long, slender runway straight ahead, and then you get a circle and a half around the basket. Oh, look at this.
And she is
Look at this.
playing this like she's coming down the stretch at Worlds. Look
Look
at this
at
shot.
this.
Sit down. No way.
Wow. All the way into the green. I haven't even seen that yet from a female.
What a shot. And
So brave,
you
too.
got to believe that Paige is going to practice this shot, too. She can't just let her rival and
No.
longtime player to push her all these years. Can't let her one-up her with that shot. That's a soul. Look at this
Turn.
long, late turn.
Turn. It's not getting enough
Wow.
turn.
Just not enough. That's long out of bounds. What a shot from Katrina.
That was so cool. Just to trust the disc to keep turning, and land in that small circle. Very cool. Very expert level shot.
No way.
Oh, Lisa always going for the throw-ins. Walking it in from out of bounds. You know what? That is another strategic way to play this hole. If you have the distance, you could just punch it towards the green, and if you go out of bounds, you walk it in, and you're basically in the circle for a putt.
And
Wow.
there's the par save from Paige. Again, like you said, when you play the hole like this, the worst you can get is a 5. If you put your first drive in play and blast one towards the basket, even if you go OB long, you're 28 feet for a par.
Katrina Allen for the 3. Yes, that is so cool. It's the first 3 I've seen from any female on hole 18.
And with
Very
the
cool.
backhand flex shot, that was a treat. What a shot from Katrina.
Very strong finish.
And that's the shot I think that she is admired the most for. Just throws the most incredible long turning turnovers.
Good putt from Valerie here on the final hole.
And she's going to finish at 1 under par.
Yeah, and Lisa had that exciting upshot trying to throw it in for everyone. She walks up and makes an easy tap in. We appreciate you guys so much for tuning in to this exciting coverage of the final round of the Utah Open. Wow. As you can see, Paige really ran away with it, 12 under, and the next closest competitor, Katrina Allen, at only 3 under. Valerie Mandujano holding on strong to 3rd place, and in 4th place, look who snuck up there, Owen Scoggins. Take a look at the rest of our leaderboard, a bunch of talented ladies out there, and if you haven't, please like, subscribe, and share to the Gatekeeper YouTube channel. Share it with your friends on Facebook, Instagram. Tell your family. Thank you to the Patreon supporters, each and every one of you. We appreciate Gatekeeper Media for filming the FPO division. And if you liked the video, please like the video. I'm Holly Finley.
And I'm Brian Earhart, and we will see you next time.